Hello and welcome, welcome and hello. In this box, there should be uh, Pokemon cards. So let's see if I can get into this. Very well packaged, I will say that, or attempting to be very well protected. So ooh. Okay. And might be some paper on the top. Let's see. Okay, so there's a eBay seller card, and they've included this, which Future Flash, maybe, believe, and take a look at the pack. Pokemon Korea. So this would be the focus right here, and then I will open this first, but I just want to show this. This would be Pokemon 151 Korean. I purchased this box on eBay. I believe it was $42, maybe somewhere around there, between $40 and $45. And I bought this just as a test. I tried to. I couldn't really find much info. Apologies, I'm going to move that out of the way. I couldn't find much in the way of info online for Pokemon Korean cards, although I saw, maybe it was on Reddit, that, I'm just going to tear the box, that's fine. I saw that some people claimed the Korean Pokemon cards were lesser quality than Japanese, lesser quality than English even. There's a card in here also. Let's see what this is. Okay. Imagine that opens somehow. There you go. Show that off. Yeah, some people claimed the quality was not as good as the Japanese. Some people claimed it was better quality than Japanese Pokemon cards. So figured this would be a good test. And we'll open this one first just to get this out of the way. This is not a set I purchased previously in Japanese. So okay, that's new to me as far as yeah. Japanese cards don't have these sort of promos in the packs, and they also have the English-looking backs, so that's neat. Take one from the back, and that was a holographic Drampa. Okay, so there. Go through these. Litten. That one. Pidove, and a Drampa. Okay. So yeah, and I don't have any idea if these Korean 151s, if they're the same. So there's 20 packs. If they're the same cards that are in the English set, same cards in the Japanese, I'm not sure. It's 7 cards per pack, and you have a nice little tear notch. I just want to look at the packs. Okay, so these don't have any any sort of numbering on them, like the English or Japanese packs. So again, Korean will just rip into one of these, see how they are, and okay, set that off to the side. There is nothing on the back. I thought I saw a promo, maybe it's a holographic, but there's a Squirtle, and that one. Angela, maybe? I always forget. I don't even know. The birds always get me. There's a Pinsir. One of those. Okay, so you do have the Mirror Ball cards, a Mirror Ball Squirtle, and holographic Vile Plume, maybe. I did grab, let's see, here's the Japanese cards I've opened, the Mirror Ball Hollows. So we can, if I get any of those, I can compare them directly. I also have Japanese 151, that would be the Master Ball Hollow I pulled in the one box I've opened thus far, and then the EXs and better cards. So if I pull any of those, we can compare, or even just, you know, if you pull an art rare or whatever, you can compare. I also grabbed my English 151 cards. So if I pull any of those, I can compare them. I don't believe there will be holographic energies like in the English, but we can see. So I'll set these off to the side. So that Squirtle so far, and there's a little bit of a film on that one. That might just be the holographic layer, clear layer over the top, but so far they don't look bad. So that does not appear to be a pack trick in these. So it would just be the last two cards could potentially be hits. It's one of the Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, one of those. That one. And Seal. Rhyhorn, maybe, or one of those. Cards do feel a little bit more slippery, I guess. Maybe that's just my hands, I don't know. Fire Horse, and then you have a, believe again, Vileplume Mirror Ball. Rare, that's good. And there's a Ninetales EX. Okay. So what I like to do, and this is only for 151, I like to, I'm going to take this stack of 10 packs just to make things more interesting. Let's see if that works. Yeah, see, I don't like to open them like that because you can potentially damage the cards. Makes the pack more easy to open, however, doesn't really make the cards more easy to take out. So we'll take the two. This would be the 7th card. This would be the 6th card. We'll do 7 and 6, and then we'll take the, should be common, uncommon bulk cards, put them there. And 7 and 6, and bulk cards. Try to do this more quickly. I apologize, but yeah, sometimes these packs just do not care to open. So yeah, these are very reminiscent of Japanese packs in that regard. And I do like the fact that it's a little notch out of the top, and then you have the bit right there. So Set these bulk right there so they're in frame. Grab another one of these just to open. And go through. Let's see, a sand shrew, I believe. One of the eggs, executor, eggs something or other. Another bird. That's alakazam, maybe. A toros. A mirror ball bird. Again, that's. I'll have to compare those to the Japanese. Seems kind of a little bit bubbly, maybe a bit more sloppy of a construction. I don't know. And you have a hollow bird. Okay. Open another one of these. A horse. And ancient fossil. Magna something or other. Magnaton maybe. There's a horse. Kingdra. Yeah, again. One of the Nidorans. Here's a Cubone. Mirror ball. And then Dragonite, I believe, hollow, rare. Go back to this. And okay, so there's 2 remaining in that stack. Open another one of these. That'll work. I would say no. That's serious crimp. Okay. Meowth. And wheezing, coughing, one of those. Vulpix. Scyther, perhaps? Or Scizor, I'm not sure. There's a Camilla. Ghastly, one of those. Haunter, one of those. Vileplume Hollow. Okay, and then, okay, wow. So there's a Mewtwo art rare. That would be, and I'll show these again in the roundup. But if you look here, this would be the English Ultra Premium Collection promo. And then I've also been fortunate enough to pull this card in Japanese. So I will certainly compare directly those 3 cards. Open one more of these. And you have a star, one of those. Star Me, one of those, I believe. Slowpoke, Slowbro, I always get those confused. Another Nidorino, perhaps, one of those. Erica's Help, I believe. Erica's Assistance, perhaps. Charmander, I'm not sure. There's an Erica's Mirror Ball, that's a good one. And a Blastoise EX. So again, I believe I have that one in the Japanese set. So you can compare at least, yeah, the thought process for this. Not that I actually am capable of putting together words, obviously, but I had wanted to, going into this, have at least one example of um, each type of card, or as many, as I have available as I pulled previously, to compare to these cards to see exactly how these look in comparison to the other sets. So there you go. That would be 10 packs. I'll go through the bulk cards quickly. Another wheezing, coughing, a Vulpix, a Blossom, maybe? I always forget. A Cycling Road, I believe. A Crab. Kingler. Again, I don't know. Another of the Tangle variety. A Bird. That's Machop, Machamp, Machoke. I can never remember. There's a Persian. That's another one of the Knitter something or others. Goldeen, perhaps. Venonat, maybe. Another Knitter, whatever. Rattata. Cloyster. Doduo. Another one of those. That comes from that one, so that could be, yep, Rhyhorn, perhaps. Another horse. There's a Pikachu. And another Squirtle. Another Meowth. Giovanni. Trainer card. Is that Machamp? I believe so. Ekans. The snake. One of the Torbs. Old Amber. Yeah, I don't know if that's Bulbasaur or Venusaur. One of those. Another Kamiya artwork. An Eevee. Caterpie, I believe. Cubone. Another bat. That one. Another one of those. Another Pikachu. Another Squirtle. Now, is that Slowbro? Could be. And another one of those. Another one of those. Another one of those. Trainer card. Primeape, maybe. There you go. So I believe that's all of the normal Kamiya artworks. Oregon. And that one. There's a bird. and fox dog. Okay, so now I have 4 packs remaining. Open these. Somewhat normally, and it'll be interesting to see if there would be a Master Ball Hollow in any of these. Is that Venom Moth? I believe is that one. Mirror Ball, and then a Hollow Chansey. A Diglett, I believe. A Meowth. Another one of those. Yukimori artworks. Yeah, these definitely feel more, I don't know, it's like they're almost smooth, like polished. A Grabber, because everyone should have a Grabber. It's one of those muck sorts, Grimer muck. There's a bird. And a Hollow. Gengar, I believe. That should be all of the Kamiyas in the normal cards anyway. There's another snake and Wiggle something or other. Geodude maybe? Clefable? Clefairy, one of those. There's Hitmon something or other. Poliwhirl maybe. The Mirror Ball, and then you have an Arbok. So I believe that's another card I have in English, Japanese, and now Korean. Is that Raticate, I believe? Another horse and a crab. There's a Snorlax. Okay. Another crab. Here's a horse, Mirror Ball, and then you have a Raichu holographic. Alright, now, as everything falls, hopefully, there's something in these. So this would be the slot 6, which could be Mirror Balls, most likely. So there's that one. Holographic. Jolteon, I believe. Let's see. Machamp. Or one of those. Rare. Mirror Ball, that's a good one. And that one. Psyduck. I believe that's the first Psyduck that I've seen. Appreciate it. There's a butterfly. And one of those. Hollow of that one. Holographic of that one. And that one. Okay, so that's, if you're keeping track, only regular Mirror Balls in this set. No Master Balls, although it might be in this pile. Aerodactyl, rare. Holographic, okay. That's a good one. Art rare. And I pulled that Wigglytuff by mistake. It was stuck to it, so that's an EX. That's an Alakazam Secret Rare Full Art EX textured card. That's a good one. Sorry, just feeling the texture. I got caught up in the moment. There you go. That's a Star U, perhaps. Holographic. Another holographic of that one. There's the Mew. Regular EX. And then you have a Holly Whirl, maybe? Art Rare. Just looking at these, they look through the recording and by eye, they look perfectly fine. I don't see anything wrong with these cards. And then you have a, there you go, that's a Squirtle Master Ball. I believe if this was Japanese, that might be a valuable card. So we'll have to see. And then one of the Electrode, whatever, holographics. So that's also why I like to do that little trick. It worked out a little bit better this time around than previously, where, I mean, pulled 6 cards out of those 10 packs that are, I believe, the best cards in the box. So versus 4 in the packs you opened normally, and those are 3 normal EXs and 1 art rare. So I'm going to take a short intermission here and gather up cards, and then I'll come back and compare the two. So stick around. I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, back after a bit of sorting and looking through things. As I said, you can start with these two. So this would be Japanese Arbok EX. This would be the English. You can notice a difference right off the bat between the Japanese and the English, because the Japanese has a bit more of a clear top coat on the card. They feel about the same, like weight. And then I'll grab the Korean Arbok, and yeah, I noticed that on the mirror uh, holofoil cards, mirror ball cards, whatever you want to call them. There's almost like dots on the surface of these, as though the top layer didn't did not adhere exactly perfectly, which there's perhaps the most microscopic amount of that on the Japanese card. Nothing on the English, because English doesn't have that. And then, yeah. So that's unfortunate. In terms of weight and feel, yeah, they have the same sort of slippery, I guess, feeling as the Japanese. And again, all 3 of them, the weights, cardstock, whatever you want to call it, seems to be pretty much the same. So I'll go through. I was surprised to have this card in Japanese. I always forget. I always get those confused. Charmander, Charmeleon, whatever. Yeah, I'm looking at the reflection of these, and they catch the light the same on each, and these seem to be pretty much identical as far other than the language obviously is different. But yeah, I don't see a quality difference between those two. Check this Blastoise quickly. And again, that like bubbly sort of surface. That would be my only complaint. Otherwise, these cards are beautiful and look to be the same quality. I'll do the Mewtwo art rare, illustration rare, English promo, and this one. Yeah, the English almost feels a tiny bit rough on the surface, whereas the Japanese and the Korean do not. So another thing I noticed, those two are the same numbers. I believe the other for Japanese and Korean, because this is obviously a promo, so it's not. However, I did notice this is the Korean mirror ball, Erica's invitation, Erica's help, whatever you want to call it. And again, same sort of slightly bubbled surface, but you'll notice, if I can drop that one, attempting to illustrate a point, the Japanese card is card 161. The Korean is card 162. So perhaps a bit of a difference. And then I also, after I noticed that, I looked, and this would be the Giovanni's assistant, or Giovanni's charisma, excuse me. Korean is card 163, and then in Japanese, that's card 162. So again, just interesting. There might be some subtle differences. I also pulled just what you'd consider normal, uncommon Persians, because I have all three of these in the Korean, English, and Japanese. Yeah, I believe. And these are all the same number. And yeah, they look to be pretty much identical as far as I'm concerned. So, and one other thing I wanted to compare, it's not a fair exactly comparison. If I can find it, here you go. English Full Art EX, just a double rare but textured, versus the Alakazam, and yeah, the texture feels the same. This one doesn't have the weird bubble surface on it. So that's a beautiful card. And I did not attempt to look up anything else. I have these two because they're just two mirror balls, one in Japanese and one in Korean. So again, the weird bubbly thing, but also this one has lines if you look at it. So anyway, and then your Master Ball Hollow, just compare those two. See, again, with the slight on this one, I wouldn't consider that to be, well, yeah, you can see it in the actual artwork. It's more pronounced, whereas the Japanese does not have any of that. So slightly disappointing with that, but otherwise, Yeah, I feel like these cards are beautiful and perfectly good. Now, the one thing I was going to say, I looked up this Squirtle Master Ball in, I believe, Japanese. It's about a $25 to $30 card, and I was able to locate on eBay. Seller from South Korea has several Master Ball Korean hollows listed, and they want $29 plus $10 shipping for this card. So again, to pay between $40 and $45 for this box and to receive what I consider to be beautiful cards, well worth the money, especially since the art rares and the uh, secret rare, I guess. Yeah, those I think those four cards plus the Master Ball are worth that $40 to $45 by itself. But anyway, that's all I have. So yeah, if I also bought these because I was curious about Korean cards after I saw them on eBay, and they're fairly cheap. Um, so now that, yeah, I'm pretty much convinced that those are decent enough. I'll plan to purchase more sets if I feel like I'll get more of the Korean 151, because that was, again, an enjoyable opening and beautiful cards. So I thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and hope you'll come back.